You're with the news at 2 here on UTV. Legendary investor, investment guru of Mark Farber with his views on the Indian economy and a look ahead as well. Now, the budget has looked at several sectors, but higher education, one of the key areas that will spur growth in the future, that doesn't remain as addressed as some of the other sectors that have been looked at, except for management and technology institutes. Now, UTVI is asking this: is our government really showing the way to India's Gen X in stretching the limits of their academic potential?
As ever, the budget has evoked mixed responses, with almost 2,113 crore allocated for Indian Institute of Technology or IITs and National Institute of Technology or NITs. Besides allocating money for setting up central universities in each state, the government seems to have found favour with students.
I think it's a good start that they have started allocating so much money to the IITs and the NITs.
I think it's really good that they have proposed to have one central university in every state which doesn't have.
Though the students are happy, there are academicians who are not. Demand aside, they say a lot is left to be desired from the budget for education. To some, while the IITs and the IIMs are key, the government cannot just focus on them all the time.
I think this whole paradigm has to be changed. Education is more than just merely IITs and IIMs. Today, if India needs to grow at 10% or 9%, we need people with different skill sets. This was just an opportunity when the government could have really could have opened the doors and invited the private sector to come and join the government.
We spoke to a few students about this and they disagree.
The IITs and IIMs are something that are surely going to produce a lot of people who are going to add value to industry and add input to industry. So for a start, I think they are the best places to target your money.
While there is an upside to promoting the age-old institutes, the question is whether the budget is only following the direction laid down by the people of the country, whether demand is in fact leading the way.
More and more people want to do engineering, they want to do management, they see these as tickets to a better lifestyle, upward mobility. So you have more demand for those institutions. And how many middle class parents want to send their child to a fisheries institute? It's really a reflection of supply and demand at the societal level.
We need to create a greater degree of awareness of what are the kind of options available. Unfortunately, that kind of an awareness is still missing.
Engineering and management for the moment though seem to rule the roost where higher education is concerned, and the budget is clearly not showing the way for more diversification in education fields and careers to tap into the enormous potential of India's most prized possession, its human resource. With Sharmistha Chaudhary, Devina Gupta, UTVI, Mumbai.
So the question really is, should the government show more direction in diversification and move away from engineering and management, which of course are established universities in that space? But to talk about this, we can Twitter about it on twitter.com. My ID is Vikram Oza. So if you have a say, do log on over there, follow me, and we can chat about this. Also, all the latest information on all the stories that we're tracking here on UTVI are available on utvi.com, our website. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of News at 2, but also the countdown is coming up in just a bit. So also the top stories of the hour. So for the moment, the action continues here on UTVI. Keep learning and keep watching.